From the stats we've seen, it's sort of a bit easy to defend. However, obviously we've got to start again today. It was obviously challenging that last.
And welcome back. We're back at the Sher Bangla National Cricket Stadium for the Dutch Bangla Bank Bangladesh versus New Zealand Cricket Series 2023, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor Nexus Pay. And the good news for everyone is the rain, which threatened, has abated. It has gone away, and thankfully play is going to start very, very soon. As you see the two umpires striding out. One look, look at the pitch here, the same pitch used in the last game, a little bit on the drier side compared to that day. The tinge of green that was there the other day is not in evidence today. Well, earlier on, Bangladesh won the toss, and the new skipper has decided that they're going to bat. And this is the Bangladesh team for today. Nazmul Hussain Shanta captaining his team for the first time. Mushfiqur Rahim and Zakir Hassan come in, showed us Shariful Islam the changes in the Bangladesh team for this match. And alongside me, Mitch McClanagan, you've got a debutant and a change.
Yeah, one change. Dean Foxcroft comes into the side. Chad Bowes, who's at the hotel, unfortunately under the weather. And Adam Milne comes in to bolster an already strong New Zealand pace attack. which I'm confident today in these conditions early with the new ball will be able to get a bit of swing. Definitely knock the top off for the New Zealanders.
There's a bit of humidity. Of course, young Tanzit Tamim is going to open up. We've got a few new ones in the team. Well, one debutant at least, but not him. Tanzit Hassan is into his 4th match, 29 runs. Wants to get off to a good start, and the debutant today is, of course, as I mentioned, is Zakir Hassan. Listed career 2,663 runs. The good strike rate, 300s in his listed career. So Bangladesh looking forward to just blooding this new player in. But this is someone who fancy his chances. 34-year-old Trent Bolt from the rocket end is going to take advantage of whatever movement there is in the air.
Yeah, wicketless, which is in ODIs in Bangladesh, which is unusual for someone of the caliber of Trent Bolt. He's an impressive bowler. It's been good to see him back. He looks fit. He looks fast. Some good movement with the new ball. And the Bangladesh negated well. It's in Menon, 50th ODI. It's a huge feat. Very good umpire as well.
And at the other end, it's Ghazi Sahil, his 8th one-day international on-field umpire from Bangladesh. All set to go here for the 3rd and final ODI of this series. It's going to be Trent Bolt. Oh, beauty. What a way to start your bowling innings.
Yeah, lovely start. You expect it from Trent Bolt, though. The movement actually just carried on with the arm a little bit. So maybe this wicket is a little bit drier than we expect and what we've seen in the first 2 one-days. And that swing, the prodigious swing we've seen in the first 2 games, might not be there.
195 wickets in his ODI career. None here. Would want to rectify that. Trent Bolt will be looking to get into the Bangladeshi batting today, and Bangladesh skipper Najmul Hossain Shantu winning the toss, deciding to bat first. Realization that if they can put the runs on the board, it's going to be a difficult chase if they go over the 250 mark.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lockie Ferguson was visibly disappointed that they are bowling first. I think it's going to deteriorate quite a lot. And Marius Erasmus, TV umpire.
That's straight down the ground. That's a confident looking shot. The full face of the bat just wide of the bowler, and it finds the boundary very early in the innings.
Yeah, delightful shot from Tanzid. Trent Bolt looking for that shape, over pitched, no shape on offer. And great timing. Just let it come on nicely. Wicket looks good for batting early.
Just a punch, that's all it was. No flourish of the bat, but it was in the air for a while, and that's why the expression on Bolt's face. Nicely behind that, and this is good. Tap and run, rotation of the strike, as important as getting the boundaries.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long they keep the 2 slips in play. Hasn't been much movement early doors, and almost looks like they're holding a little bit in the surface. So getting a catcher in front of the batter's face might be the option for Trent Bolt.
Ranjan Madhugali, the very experienced match referee. It's always good to have him here in Bangladesh. Also Marius Erasmus alongside. Hope he's not looking skywards. I think the sun is making an effort to break through the clouds. Zakir Hassan on strike now, made 100 on his test debut. And it's 100 in the 4th innings of the Chattogram test versus India in 2022. So Zakir Hassan will fancy his chances given the opportunity in the white ball format. But two slips in position for the left-hander. Try to shape it away. Deviation down the leg side. Picks the man in the deep, but does get a single. Zaka does to open his account. One done, 6 without loss.
রাঁধুনি হলুদের গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই হলুদ, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা মশলায় রঙের পাশাপাশি থাকতে পারে ধুলা আর স্বাস্থ্যের জন্য ক্ষতিকারক সীসাও। রাঁধুনিতে থাকলে দুটি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্য ঠিক।
এত অল্প জিরা যে এটুকু দিলি?
কারণ রাঁধুনির 1 চামচ জিরার গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই জিরা, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা বাজারে জিরার গুঁড়ায় কিছুটা ধুলা, কাঠের গুঁড়া এসব থাকে, তাই রাঁধুনির সাথে থাকলে দুটি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্য ঠিক।
The change for Carl Jamieson is Adam Milne. Coming from the Dutch Bangla Bank, the right arm fast bowler, 31 years old. He's got quite some experience in his one-day international career. 50 wickets already in the kitty. Best of 3 for 49.
Yeah, hasn't really cracked on, put that big performance on the board, but he's usually been in that first change role, and I like seeing Adam Milne taking the new ball. He can swing the ball both ways. When we see him in T20 cricket take the new ball, it's far more effective for this New Zealand side.
Oh, brings that ball back in as a pace bowler early on with the 2 slips in position. The right-hander bowling to the left-hander. You'd expect the ball to be angled across the face. He seems to have that little bit of shape early on, inwards.
Yeah, he can swing it both ways. The in-swinger to the left-hander is actually not his stock ball. He prefers to go away from the left-hander, swing the ball into the right-hander. There's good skills on show first ball. They have the confidence. It's nice to see from Adam Milne.
That is the ball. He's trying to angle it. Didn't quite get behind it. Was a little tardy with his timing. But it's done well, the first 2 deliveries. Fancy his chances with overhead conditions here.
Yeah, the overhead conditions are definitely favourable, but we already saw in that Trent bowled over that the wicket's so dry, you're not getting any moisture out of the surface just to help that ball swing a little bit more. So imagine this over, maybe the next. Now the opportunities on offer for the Black Caps bowlers to get some swing in the air.
Pitches it up and he's got an inside edge. It's crushed into the stumps. Just the full-length ball, striving for the Yorker. He was playing a little bit away from his body, got the inside part of the bat, and it's not a very auspicious start for the debutant. First wicket goes.
Yeah, well, this is what Adam Milne can do. Beat you for pace. A little bit of late movement into the base of off stump. What a magnificent start for the Black Caps. Zakir has to depart, bowled Milne. Bangladesh 6 for 1.
এত কম মরিচ এতটুকুতেই হয়ে যাবে? রাঁধুনি 1 চামচ মরিচের গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই মরিচ, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা মশলায় ধুলা, ইটের গুঁড়ার রং এসব মিশে থাকে, তাই রাঁধুনিতে থাকলে দুটি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্যও ঠিক।
সে কি হলুদ এতটুকুই?
রাঁধুনি হলুদের গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই হলুদ, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা মশলায় রঙের পাশাপাশি থাকতে পারে ধুলা আর স্বাস্থ্যের জন্য ক্ষতিকারক সীসাও। রাঁধুনিতে থাকলে দুটি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্য ঠিক।
The skipper comes in, Najmul Hussain Shanto. A wicket has fallen very early in the innings for Bangladesh. He's done well in the recent past, 832 runs in his ODI career into his 29th innings, 200s, 450s. He's got his work cut out with this wicket. I thought there was an inside edge. I think it just missed the bat. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, look at that prodigious swing inwards. You said it wasn't the stock ball, but this is a good stroke from the batter to get things moving.
Don't mind this from Adam Milne. The length's probably been a little bit fuller than we've seen throughout this series so far. Over here conditions, he's been able to manage to get that little bit of lateral movement, that fuller length. It was late swing as well, it really was. Adam Milne back into the side. We're delighted with that.
Leave is a good option when the ball is angling away from you. But there will be a seed of doubt. And the bowler just angling the ball away with the outside movement. Then the one that comes inwards is that surprise delivery that got Zakir.
Yeah, that was the outswinger. So he's already showed his bag of tricks. Back of their mind as well. Adam Milne possesses the ability to bowl over 140. Still got that bouncer in tow as well. Particularly when it's moving.
Almost tempted him to go for a little push at that one. Ends a superb over. After 2, it's 8 for 1.
বোলিং এন্ড থেকে এগিয়ে আসছেন বোলার, ক্রিজে প্রস্তুত ব্যাটসম্যান উড়িয়ে মেরেছেন।
ঘরে কিংবা বাইরে খেলা দেখুন মাইজিপি অ্যাপে।
পছন্দের খাবার বা ফ্রেশ গ্রোসারি অর্ডার করুন যা খুশি যখন খুশি আর লাইফ এনজয় করুন লাইক এ প্যান্ডা।
খালাম্মা, আমি আপনার মোবাইলে সেলফিন ইনস্টল করে দিতেছি। আপনার গোপন পিন নাম্বার দিয়া আপনার রেমিটেন্সের টাকা আপনি নিজেই জমা করতে পারবেন।
সেলফিন, আগামীর ব্যাংকিং।
They're deciding to bat first after Rajkumar Sanshanta won the toss. First stint as ODI captain, but they've lost the wicket of Zakir. In got an edge and it's carried through to the slips. Very tentative little push and the bowlers really have got their tails up. The crowd has gone quiet. Bangladesh in trouble very early on here.
Well, not the swing we've seen in the first 2 games, but you just need a little bit of movement to take that outside edge. Feed in the dunny, good catch. Low by Finn Allen, and Bolte strikes.
His first wicket in one-day internationals in Bangladesh. And Tanzid Hassan goes for 5. Bangladesh tottering at 8 for 2.
এত অল্প জিরা যে এটুকু দিলি?
কারণ রাঁধুনির 1 চামচ জিরার গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই জিরা, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা বাজারে জিরার গুঁড়ায় কিছুটা ধুলা, কাঠের গুঁড়া এসব থাকে, তাই রাঁধুনির সাথে থাকলে 2টি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্য ঠিক। এত কম মরিচ এতটুকুতেই হয়ে যাবে? রাঁধুনি 1 চামচ মরিচের গুঁড়া মানে পুরোটাই মরিচ, অন্য কিছু নেই। খোলা মশলায় ধুলা, ইটের গুঁড়া, রং এসব মিশে থাকে, তাই রাঁধুনিতে থাকলে 2টি লাভ, মশলা খাঁটি, স্বাস্থ্যও ঠিক।
Bangladesh have got their work cut out, deciding to bat first. In the 3rd over, they've lost a couple of wickets just for the 8 runs. Tawhid Ridoy is going to join his captain. He's done well, 500 runs in just the 15th innings, 5 50s. He needs to batten down, build up a partnership with his captain. He's in the middle because of this.
Yeah, bowling. New Zealand bowlers have bowled fuller than we've seen throughout the series so far. I think went absolutely nowhere. That's a great catch from Finn Allen, nice and low. Great seam position from Trent Boult. Perfect length.
Oh, clipped that away. That shows a lot of confidence, authority. Just in the slot, it was just a flick away. Wrist, very powerful.
Yeah, you speak about confidence, but you don't need confidence to put away a full toss. Lifeful shot, poor bowling from Trent Boult. You see what he's trying to do, get the ball up there and swing it, just over pitch to touch.
Oh, just a fine line. Oh, now he seems to be in a different kind of mood. Maybe not really getting a hold of that one as well as you'd have liked. Nevertheless, the ball going away far enough for some runs.
Yeah, quite smart actually from Tawhid Ridoy. Guys are swinging the ball. New Zealand, Adam Milne, Trent Boult pitching it up. Want to do something to get them off their length. He was able to come down the wicket and just put it in the back of their mind. Get Bolty to drag his length back a touch, take the swing out of play.
Oh, now, do not want to get carried away with attacking strokes every time. You've got to pay respect to a man of the caliber of Trent Bolt. Can't really go charging after everything.
Well, isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting? Again, the wicket of Trent Bolt. Live full seam position. Just deviated just enough. Great composure, great head position from Finn Allen. You're watching at home, that head's got to go towards the ball. It did on that occasion from Finn Allen. Great catch.
Look at that trigger movement from Tawhid Rida. Even before the ball was bowled, he was just shuffling across. Maybe trying to catch the eye of Bolt. It's been quite a tussle between bat and ball. Wicket, first ball, then a boundary, couple of runs, 2 dot balls. This captain must be telling him, let's build up a partnership. Let's be a little conservative in our approach. That's better. Nice leave. Wicket taking over from Bolt. It's 14 for 2 after 3.
বাঁচতে যদি চাইতেন তাহলে কি এত চিনি খেতেন?
চিনির কারণে শরীরে বাসা বাঁধে কঠিন সব রোগ, তাই নিজের ক্ষতি না করে চায়ের কাপে চিনি না, জিরো ক্যাল।
খালাম্মা, আমি আপনার মোবাইলে সেলফিন ইনস্টল করে দিতেছি। আপনার গোপন পিন নাম্বার দিয়া আপনার রেমিটেন্সের টাকা আপনি নিজেই জমা করতে পারবেন।
সেলফিন, আগামীর ব্যাংকিং।
বোলিং এন্ড থেকে এগিয়ে আসছেন বোলার, ক্রিজে প্রস্তুত ব্যাটসম্যান উড়িয়ে মেরেছেন।
ঘরে কিংবা বাইরে খেলা দেখুন মাইজিপি অ্যাপে।
14 for 2. Oh, didn't know very much about that. Squared him up. Induced the edge. Very fortunate. Didn't go to hand.
Looking for that outswinger. It's only a nice straight line. Just enough movement again from Adam Milne.
It's going to play on the minds of the batters. He's, as we mentioned, he's swinging the ball both ways with the right hander. Maybe bring more into us, the batter, at just over the shoulders. Didn't interest the umpire, trying to just test the batter with the short pitch delivery.
That's what Ridoi's done from the last over with Trent Bolt. Adam Milne's been watching that at fine leg and seen that he's been advancing to Bolt. So straight away he's dug one in, trying to keep him in the crease. The next few deliveries where he's going to get the ball up and try and swing it a little bit more.
Oh, that caught the eye. That trigger movement again from Rida, and he deviated down leg for fortuitous runs and a wide to add to that.
Can happen when you're a swing bowler. Just lost the wrist. Just a touch there did Adam Milne. Still right idea, trying to get it up there and swing the ball. Don't mind it.
Oh, that's going the other way. This is delightful bowling. Enticed Rida to go for a drive.
This is exactly what I spoke about. Adam Milne being a more effective bowler for the New Zealand, for the Black Caps, with the new ball. And get the ball to move both ways with good accuracy and good pace. When he bowls that first change roll, he's just not as effective. The ball's not hard. It doesn't swing. It's not as penetrating as you would like. And it's great to see he's got an opportunity with the new ball today here for the Black Caps.
Can be tough swing and pace combined. Short control. Made it look so very easy as he slapped it square over the wicket, just forward of square into the boundary. Very, very convincing looking shot that.
Well, when a swing bowler of Adam Milne's ability misses, you've got to capitalise. Roy straight away saw width early, the outswinger. Threw the hands at it, as you do when you get a little bit of width. Picked the gap nicely.
He knew exactly where he was going to hit that. Eyes lit up with the shortness of the length. Goes down the wicket once again. Don't really like that. Too early in the day.
It's fine. It's not going to end up in the highlights package.
It would if he got a nick and it went to one of the fielders.
But it didn't. It's exciting. I'll tell you what he's done. He's put the Black Caps bowlers off their lengths. And Trent bowled Adam Milne, haven't been able to just hit that full of a length and get that ball to move late. So it's good. A little bit of counter-attacking. I like it.
And that's his nature. Can be a very brave soul when batting. You're right. You see, all the movement prior to the ball being bowled has put him off ever so slightly. 4 done. 24 for 2.
আমি তোর কাছে বাজারে হারিয়ে যাওয়া সেই যমজ ভাই লাল টমেটো অসম্ভব এ হতেই পারে না তবে এও কি মিথ্যে আশ্চর্য এখনো এত ফ্রেশ কোথায় ছিলি তুই কনকা ফ্রিজে
ঠিক এভাবেই কনকা ফ্রিজের ভিটামিন ফ্রেশ টেকনোলজি খাবারকে রাখে বহুদিন পর্যন্ত ফ্রেশ
Between Najmul Hussain Shanta and Tawhid Ridoy, but they've got to work out their strategies. There's still a long way to go. Nice. That's nicely guided. Just waits and opens the face, guides it to squarish third.
You thought you were going to get a break, but Ridoy's straight back onto strike. Good. It's good for the game. It's exciting. 4 overs gone. Bangladesh were under the pump early. Ridoy's come out and we started to try to counter punch for the Bangladesh side.
It's a good ball and he acknowledges that, and that is good. He played the ball to its merit.
That's what the Black Caps have to do. They have to hit on that length, that top of the stumps length. Ridoy out of action. Foxcroft is in the hot spot there. Cover point. He's a very, very good fielder. Difficult to get past anything in that area.
The manner in which Tawhid Ridoy is playing, the ball's going to find him sooner than later. Nicely done. Eased into that shot. It has been covered, but they go through for a couple of comfortable runs.
Foxcroft as well can bowl some handy off spin as well. Used a lot by Otago back in domestic cricket in New Zealand. Very effective. Will be effective in these conditions as well if he gets a chance today.
The 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Posted a deep backward square and deep fine. Slip a short square third, cover point, cover mid on. Oh, another beauty. Lovely delivery.
Well, this is an absolute ripper from Trent Boult. Scrambled seam, decked away. Staple of international left arm seamers when you come around the wicket, get that scrambled seam, get it to hold its line. Saw that in the first game from Khalid Ahmed around the wicket to Henry Nicholls.
Nicely behind that. Let's just have a look at that delivery once again. You'd expect as a batter for the ball to come back in. As you mentioned, holds its line. It's the angle of the delivery and that seam taking it straighter. And you're committed as a batter to come behind what you think is behind the line, but it eludes your bat. Superb delivery. Again, that little shuffle across. Again, lovely contact with the bat. Quickly through the first run and ambling the second. That is 5 overs completed. Bangladesh move on to 29 for 2.
কালাম্মা আমি আপনার মোবাইলে সেলফি ইনস্টল করে দিতেছি আপনার গোপন পিন নাম্বার দিয়া আপনার রেমিটেন্সের টাকা আপনি নিজেই জমা করতে পারবেন
সেলফিন আগামীর ব্যাংকিং
বোলিং এন্ড থেকে এগিয়ে আসছেন বোলার ক্রিজে প্রস্তুত ব্যাটসম্যান উড়িয়ে মেরেছেন
ঘরে কিংবা বাইরে খেলা দেখুন মাইজিপি অ্যাপে
লাইফের কথা যদি ভাবতে তাহলে কি রোজ এতগুলো চিনি খেতে?
চিনির কারণে শরীরে বাসা বাঁধে কঠিন সব রোগ। আজ থেকে চায়ের কাপে চিনি না, 0 ক্যাল।
Five overs gone, 29 for 2 at the moment. What a fascinating first 5 overs of this game. The third and final one in the Dutch-Bangla series. Bangladesh winning the toss and looking to bat first. A couple of the guys didn't bat for very long. 2 wickets going down very early indeed. Going again. Single to the new captain, the 16th captain. Shunto is at the non-strikers end now. Hydro is on strike. Let's have a look at the foot movement. There we go, advancing, the early footwork. When he first arrived, he did this, so it's not something you'd normally see, but I don't mind it at all, actually, being nice and positive. He identified straight away that they were in trouble. He had his issues, of course, in doing that against an attack like the New Zealand attack, because they are on track at the moment, that's for sure. Both these guys. That's just sliding leg side, good scrambling. Nice take. Wide, correctly called. Atta Ali Khan, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mike Haseman. Good afternoon, all. Now, there is something in for the bowlers. When we went down to see the surface, it's got a little bit of more green tinge right at the top. It's the same surface for the second one-day international. It has looked a little bit more lively. The carry is good. There is ball which has swung both ways.
I think it's a little bit quicker. That's fine, and that's gone for 4. Black Cap's got a little bit excited for a while there, but enough willow to get it away comfortably.
Yeah, Tawheed Ridwan has been a busy cricketer. His strike rate is in the mid-80s. It's still early days. Nicely played. Just waited for it, as you rightly mentioned. The ball has come a little bit more quicker. And if you don't get it right, it gives an opportunity for the batters to put it away. A lovely glance for the boundary.
I think what he's done is he has transferred a little bit of pressure. Yes, the Kiwis will feel that they're in the game all the time because he likes to play shots. He's, as you quite correctly described in the series, a busy cricketer. Just a tad too busy, perhaps, at times. But he looks like a fine player. Nice and compact, likes to play his shots. Umpires had a bit of a look at that ball after it went down. A fine leg. Obviously, it ended up in a bit of water, I think, with the covers. So I had a quick look after it. Or quick look after that, I should say. And that's one way to stop the ball from moving around through the air when it gets a little bit damp. But that didn't seem to be too concerned. One slip. Catcher in the covers, and a catcher basically at forward short leg. Forward square leg, I should say. That's out. Gone. Exactly where they moved him. Just made the movement before that delivery. He came in about 10 yards and the catch was taken comfortably.
Brilliant piece of captaincy. You've got to hand it to Lockie Ferguson. He's gone down the wicket again and throws his bat around. In the end, it was a pretty soft dismissal. All smiles, why not? They've been on target. This time they send back Tawhid Ridwai for 18. Bangladesh in a spot of border at 35 for 3.
বোলিং এন্ড থেকে এগিয়ে আসছেন বোলার, ক্রিজে প্রস্তুত ব্যাটসম্যান উড়িয়ে মেরেছেন।
ঘরে কিংবা বাইরে খেলা দেখুন মাইজিপি অ্যাপে।
পছন্দের খাবার বা ফ্রেশ গ্রোসারি অর্ডার করুন যা খুশি যখন খুশি আর লাইফ এনজয় করুন লাইক এ প্যান্ডা।
খালাম্মা, আমি আপনার মোবাইলে সেলফিন ইনস্টল করে দিতেছি। আপনার গোপন পিন নাম্বার দিয়া আপনার রেমিটেন্সের টাকা আপনি নিজেই জমা করতে পারবেন।
সেলফিন, আগামীর ব্যাংকিং।
Now here's a guy that's been around for a long time. A bit of a chat between the new skipper to the old. Mushfiqur. And a fine player in his time. His numbers are quite extraordinary. 239 knocks, average 37, strike rate of 80, 46 50s, 900s, best of 144. Been a fine player for many years. He's come to the crease with Bangladesh in trouble at 35 for 3 after winning the toss and electing to bat first.
Yeah, when you see him bat, once in a while you feel that he's playing just a little bit too many shots early in the innings. Yeah, he'll get away with it. But if he doesn't curtail that, then it's going to be difficult for him to play a long innings because the bowlers will start to feel that, okay, when he's in, we are okay because he's going to play a few shots early on. And it's about being patient, try to understand the game. It is a learning curve for the youngsters. Just see what he does with the bat. He has been the Mr. Dependable, Mushfiqur Rahim, but these are not easy conditions. I know the amount of runs, the amount of experience he has on his back, they still have to start all over again.
We've had situations in this series where partnerships have been so important. A couple of big partnerships for the Kiwis, actually, 97 and 95, respectively, in the first and second games. The Kiwis didn't start well, so on the other foot now. Yeah, it was good commitment from Milne, just persisting. The man was moved in straight to him.
And there's so much time. It's a 50-over match. One needs to understand the fact that even if somebody is having a really good spell, where you're struggling to even rotate strike, forget about the boundaries, you got to be patient enough, absorb the pressure, and then start looking to score runs.
Had a waft at that, that's all. Another successful over from Milne, 2 for 18. He's got off 3, 35 for 3, Bangladesh.
ছেলেদের বাদ দিয়ে সম্পত্তির ভাগ কঙ্কা টিভিকে দিচ্ছেন কাদের সাহেব, কারণ ছেলেরা না শুনলেও কঙ্কা অ্যান্ড্রয়েড টিভির ভয়েস কমান্ড কথা ঠিকই শুনবে আর এক হুকুমে হাজির করবে বিশ্বের নানা প্রান্তের বিনোদন।
Again. It's got through that dive. Running away, the outfield's always quick here.
Yeah, the skipper. 16th time. The Bangladesh have got now 16 captains. Nicely played, just letting the ball come onto the, and then just a flick of the wrist. Lovely touch. He's been in very good touch. He's been suffering with some sort of injury.
Oh, big shot from Bolt.